So this is Deborah Grace from the Carl Koenig Institute in North America, and I have the great pleasure of interviewing Mary Spolding, who is the president of the Rudolf Steiner branch of the Anthroposophical Society in Chicago. And I'm going to ask her a couple of questions because we have the exhibition here of Carl Koenig's drawings for the Calendar of the Soul and lectures by Richard Steele. So Mary, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. So, as Deborah said, my name is Mary Spolding, and I've been serving as the council president of Rudolf Steiner Branch Chicago since 2020. And we have a lot of different programs and speakers and events here, workshops at our branch throughout each year. We have a building that our branch owns, so we try and fill it up with anthroposophically inspired arts and cultures. And I was really delighted when Deborah sent me the email about the potential of hosting the Carl Koenig exhibit here, and responded very quickly, and we ended up putting together a really fabulous program with Richard Steele giving 5 different talks over the course of the week. And we have had a hybrid event. We have a camera here that we have been using to make it possible for people to see his talks online as well as a live audience. And so far we've had a really nice turnout, and the exhibit has been really well received.
Thank you, Mary. So when I sent you that email, what was it about this exhibit that inspired you to want to bring it to Chicago?
Well, I'm also a Waldorf teacher and extra lesson teacher, remedial teacher. And so I've had the opportunity to read various books by Carl Koenig over the years and attend different talks by different teachers about him and his biography. And I've been at Camp Hill and am currently in the anthroposophic psychology program at the Kimberton Camp Hill. So I really feel that Carl Koenig is a person for our times. I think a lot of the children that are coming into all different schools, but also Waldorf schools, are really children that are the kind of children that Carl Koenig was working with. And I think that there is a lot that he has to offer to our community today in terms of meditative practices and all of the anthroposophical work that he did around the human being over the course of his lifetime.
Thank you, Mary. We're so grateful for your vision and your initiative to bring this about. And it seems like a really diverse and lively group of people here in Chicago, and I know your online presence goes all the way to Australia. So have you had a sense from people as to how the exhibition is being received, or how is it for you?
Well, I have been so just deeply moved by the exhibit. The drawings are exquisite, and I am astonished by the scope of the drawings and the depth of the imagery within the drawings. And I really think that the people who have come have loved Richard's talks. There's been a lot of positive feedback from the people in attendance here and many of the people online. And we've received some thank you cards from people saying how much they have appreciated the exhibit and the talks. And so I'm just really grateful that we had an opportunity to bring the exhibit here and Richard and Deborah here. And I was very excited that we were the inaugural site for the North American tour of the exhibit. And I really believe that anybody who has an opportunity to see the exhibit should make it a point to do so.
Thank you. That's great. Well, we hope the same. And I also feel like it's important that the North American tour of this exhibition has started in the heartland of North America. and from here we're going to Kemp Hill, Minnesota. So we're starting in the heartland, and then we'll be connecting to the East Coast and the West Coast and back to the East Coast again. And hopefully from this start here in Chicago, we'll be spreading like a light web of this work across North America. So you're a big part of that, Mary. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope so. And I wish the tour all the best and hope that a lot of people have an opportunity on this continent to get to experience this exhibit.